Membero dzangu dzazove pedo muchandishambadza kunge zigo tichakudanai kumabi.
As the current chair of the SADC organ on politics, defense and security and cooperation, Zambia will contribute to the regional agenda in the correct way.
Ladies and gentlemen, someone sent to me this video and said that, Zigo, look at this video. The president of Zambia might be subtly addressing this sort of diplomatic commotion that is happening between Zambia and Zimbabwe. We are well aware that after the SADC observer mission report, there's been so much exchange of words, particularly from the side of Vene, who had been throwing insults at Zambia, particularly because of this explosive report which was done by Dr. Nevas Mumba, and a lot of people saw it just as Hichilema siding with Chamisa. And Hichilema has actually taken this opportunity as he was addressing the parliament yesterday to address that issue in question. I would like to say that he didn't focus mostly on the Zimbabwean side, but particularly on some Zambian politicians who are taking this issue to actually advance their interest. They are pushing Vene in Zimbabwe kuti hostility yacho irambe ichikura. So those are the people that he is warning. But of course, he will talk about Vene in the video, certainly. So let us look at it right now and you tell me what you think about it.
Madam Speaker, our foreign policy and international relations continue to focus on economic diplomacy. Economic diplomacy. That's all. Trade and investment on one part. Please hear me out through the speaker. Our foreign policy and international relations continue to focus on economic diplomacy, trade and investment on one part. On the other, security and stability. We are not desirous of being part of conflicts in our region. We as citizens must not encourage other countries in the region to pick fights with Zambia. You are doing the wrong thing. You want to bring trouble to your own citizen and to yourself. This country does not want violence. We have a track record. We have a track record. We walk KK's path and we work hard to maintain that integrity KK is set up for us. We are the housing for refugees. All our neighbors, many of whom have become presidents, were housed here.
Did you hear that? Did you hear what he said here? He is addressing politicians in Zambia who are actually taking advantage of this situation to push other countries to be in conflict with Zambia. You heard statements like HH will destabilize SADC, all those kind of issues, and is warning those Zambians who are actually poking Vene to be at loggerheads with Zambians. So he said, don't do that. But he even goes further to remind people that Zambia is actually a hub of refugees in Africa, particularly Southern Africa. And he even goes further to remind that some of the people whom we have actually housed in Zambia are now presidents. Now just to think, I don't think you have a short memory. Who is the person who is actually a president now, who was once housed in Zambia? That is none other than President Mnangagwa. You know, after what happened in Zimbabwe when it was still Rhodesia, he went to Zambia and he was temporarily housed there. And now he's the president. So there's no question on whom he is talking about in this video. Let me just replay that part again.
We are the housing for refugees. All our neighbors, many of whom have become presidents. All our neighbors, many of whom have become presidents, were housed here. Our credentials are clear.
Our credentials are clear. This is a message for Vene.
So citizens must not look at short-term political gain in order to create conflict for our citizens. No. You are in the wrong lane. You are driving on the opposite direction. And the traffic controllers will ask you to drive in the right direction. Yeah?
I love how Hichilema addressed this issue, because he didn't respond by giving a diplomatic insult to Vene, because Vene, they are all out insulting Hichilema, calling him a puppet of the West who is there to champion the removal of liberation parties in Southern Africa. But he didn't go out to insult them. Probably does not engage in megaphone diplomacy. Probably he will actually use the right rules that he should be using, probably through the SADC Troika, through the SADC protocols that he will be following. He didn't do the Charamba style that you go and start insulting Nevers Mumba, you go and insult everyone from Zambia. But he took that opportunity to actually address his Zambian counterparts from the parliament that he is from, and told them that do not take advantage of this situation to create hostility between us and the people of Zimbabwe. And then certainly reminded them that we actually housed some people who are actually presidents. They were actually here, which for me is not arrogance per se or trying to beat their own chest, but they are just emphasizing, Hichilema is emphasizing the bilateral relations between Zimbabwe and Zambia, that they even date long back, to the extent that even the president of Zimbabwe was even housed here. Remember at one time, Zambia and Zimbabwe were actually one nation. Under that Rhodesian, Rhodesian Federation, we were one nation. We are actually one people. There's so much in common between Zambians and Zimbabwe than any other Southern African nation. So I don't see any need for us to be driven into some kind of diplomatic war because of politics. No, we are not cheap to that level. Ladies and gentlemen, tell me what you think about this in the comment section. Tell me what you think about this response by Hakainde Hichilema. And if you are still banking your hopes on the SADC Observer mission, that maybe, just tell me what you think about it in the comment section. And with that, I am out.